Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first haul of the year and it's quite a special one because it's a haul all dedicated to discontinued fragrances. So some like very successful blind buys and also some fails. So if you want to know which fragrances I would highly recommend you like search for and get yourself a bottle of, and which one are not worth it in my opinions, and please keep on watching. But before going through discontinued fragrances, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. So if you are a fragrance lover, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Also follow me on Instagram where I post some exclusive content that I don't do here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's start. So let's start with the fragrance that was not a blind buy because I loved it and I wanted so much a bottle of it, and it's finally here, and that is Narciso Rodriguez Pure Musc Absolu. Now I had the original Pure Musc, absolutely like one of the most beautiful musky fragrances, like clean, simple musky fragrances. I actually decluttered that one because I found myself grabbing more the Musc Noir and Musc Noir Rose over that one, so I decided to declutter it. I did, however, smell that one in one of my travels, and I was so upset that I didn't get a bottle because I thought that this is a permanent fragrance in the Narciso line, and to my surprise it's not. I don't know, was it a limited edition or is it just a discontinued fragrance? I don't know, but I was so happy last time when I went to Egypt. I was like walking by a shop and my eye caught a bottle of Pure Musc Absolu. I went immediately. It was the last bottle. I got it immediately because I was looking for this fragrance for over a year. I'm not kidding you. This is very similar to Pure Musc. However, it is more complex. So imagine the base, like Pure Musc as a base, and then add more floral touch to it. It's creamier and more floral than the original one. That's so beautiful. It's also stronger. And I don't know why this one is discontinued or it's only a limited edition, because it's absolutely stunning. If you can find this one and you love Pure Musc, this is definitely better. It's the same like Musc Noir Rose that I say it's a better version of Musc Noir. The same goes for this one. This is a better version of Pure Musc and you can get a bottle of this one, get it. I am actually now actively searching for a backup bottle. And I know it will be difficult, but fingers crossed I can find another bottle because I am totally obsessed with this scent. I am a fan of Narciso in general, so it's not a surprise that I like this fragrance. I have actually a buying guide on the whole Narciso line, all the fragrances. You can find it in the description down below and also linked in the eye up here. You can watch it if you are a fan of Narciso Rodriguez. Next fragrance is a flanker of a line that I absolutely adore, and it's Prada La Femme, and I finally got La Femme Absolu. Now this one was quite surprising because it's not what I expected. So when I first sprayed it, I wasn't like a fan. It was a little bit like vintagey, like it had something that I didn't like at all, and I was like, oh no, it was a fail. I wasn't like extremely upset because I actually got it cheaper than the original La Femme, and it was a new bottle. However, in the dry now, so beautiful. This is one of the floral fragrances that I would say are suitable for winter time. Like it's like a strong, darker version of like La Femme DNA. Surprisingly, when I looked up the notes of this one, they are completely different to like La Femme DNA. So if you are familiar with La Femme or La Femme Intense, we are always talking about white floral, yellow floral fragrances. This one is totally different. First of all, it doesn't have like this shampooy vibes that people say La Femme has. And this one had like strange notes. I mean, not strange notes, but I mean totally different notes like immortelle, chili pepper, blood orange. It had tolo balsam and had none of the florals that the original one has, except of, I think, orange blossom. So totally different DNA, totally different fragrance. However, I can't smell La Femme. I don't know. Am I influenced by the name? No idea. To me, it's like you took like the original DNA and you mixed it with tolo balsam. So it gets a little bit like dark and deep and oriental in a way. But I don't know about the rest of the notes, to be honest. So if you love the original Prada La Femme and you wanted like a more oriental take on it, more of a darker version of the original one, then look no further. This is absolutely gorgeous. So happy that I added this one to my line of Prada La Femme. Next fragrance is a limited edition flanker from Guerlain, and it is a Shalimar Millésime Vanilla Planifolia. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So it's like a vanilla take on Shalimar. Now, to be honest, and don't get me wrong, like Shalimar is one of the most iconic fragrances of all time, like Chanel No. 5, but I don't like it so much. But I heard so many people speak about like the vanilla versions that came out in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So I was very curious. Surprisingly, it cannot be found anywhere. So Guerlain releases like a limited edition of Shalimar beginning of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and they have like a limited batch of this fragrance, and when it's gone, it's gone. So I was so happy when I finally found it, and it was not extremely expensive because people are selling this fragrance with like double the price. So I finally found a new bottle and I paid like only like 10 euros extra, which was okay for me. A totally blind buy, but I said to myself, if people are like selling this fragrance double the price, if I don't like it, I will resell it. Not double price, but I mean, I'm not going to lose my money if I blind buy this fragrance. Oh, am I going to sell this fragrance? Absolutely not. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Don't worry if you don't like Shalimar. This is one of the most beautiful vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled. I mean, I discovered that Guerlain in general has one of the most beautiful vanilla notes. The vanilla from Guerlain is like on another level. When you first spray it, you will get like this vintagey style, you know, of Shalimar. Wait for the dry now. It becomes an extremely elegant vanilla fragrance. And the vanilla takes over. So like the DNA of Shalimar, which is actually nice when it's not like front and center, I discovered. It's more in the background. It works so beautifully. It's stunning. It's stunning. Very, very elegant. However, I can't say that this is, I mean, like a safe blind buy. It's not. Because it still has like this Shalimar DNA going on in the background, which is not for everybody. I would say this is like a safe line buy only if you love a Shalimar, like a DNA of Shalimar, and you love vanilla. I'm not a fan of both of these notes, not a big fan of vanilla, and also not a big fan of Shalimar. However, I absolutely love this fragrance. One of the most elegant fragrances I've smelled last year, if not in a very long time. So Shalimar Millésime Vanilla Planifolia. Now let's get to this baby here. This is Oud Amboisie from Maison Lancome. Now I was taking really like a chance with this fragrance because I am not the biggest fan of sweet fragrances. And here it is oud combined with honey. And I knew that before buying this fragrance. So here is the bottle. I mean, as usual, the bottles are stunning from Maison Lancome. This is now discontinued for quite a while. And Do I like this fragrance? No, 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 no. To me, it's the same like issues that I have with Oud Bouquet. It's too sweet. It's too much, like very, very sweet, sticky sweet. Honey here is very, very predominant. So if you love oud and honey, you will love this fragrance. You will love it. I personally can't. I can't. I tried to love it. I tried to test it in even like different times. So sometimes when I said maybe it's suitable when it's very, very, you know, cold outside, so I would like it more. No, it's just too much. I felt like suffocating. And I know a lot of people love it, but unfortunately this one was a no for me. And I think I know why they discontinued this fragrance now. It's even sweeter than Oud Bouquet. So that was a big fail. However, the performance of this fragrance is even better than Oud Bouquet, which is a beast fragrance, one of my most like beastly fragrances. This is even better in performance, but for me that was not a good thing. Anyway, moving on, let's get to this one, and it's from one of my favorite lines actually, Guerlain Acqua Liguria. This is Tea Azzurra. Now, since this is a discontinued fragrance, I don't know if this bottle is gone bad or it's just the smell. I always heard so much about this fragrance and how it's beautiful and fresh, even from people who are not really into fresh fragrances. So I was always like really, really like intrigued by the scent. No, I don't think that this fragrance has gone bad. It's the scent itself. I don't like it. It smells like, okay, tea with vetiver maybe, and something nasty. I don't know. It doesn't even smell very natural. It has something almost synthetic in a way. It's very difficult to describe. I don't like it. It was a total failure for me, this fragrance. I think I will declutter it very soon, and that says a lot, because I can wear like fresh fragrances like this one during the summer, even if I don't like really like them, but like just to refresh myself, or if like an after the shower scent. This is not even suitable for that, so that says a lot. I just don't like this fragrance. Next fragrance is from Acqua di Parma, and it is a limited edition bottle of my beloved Mirto di Panarea, and the bottle looks absolutely stunning. The packaging, it looks the same like this one. I'm not going to open it because I have already like a bottle of Mirto di Panarea. So when that one is finished, I will open this baby. I will, however, put a picture of the bottle here. It looks stunning, stunning, stunning. It was sold out everywhere. I actually got it secondhand. Well, I don't know if you can call it secondhand because it's totally new. Someone got this as a present and he didn't want it, and I paid like half a price. So I was really, really happy. When they first released this packaging, I was like, oh, this looks so beautiful. But then I was telling myself, okay, you have a bottle, why buy another one just for the bottle? And every time I was about to buy it, I said to myself, no, it's ridiculous to buy fragrance only for the bottle. And then it was sold out everywhere. So when I saw that it's like half price, I bought it immediately without even thinking. I just like checked the batch codes that it's original and so on, and immediately bought the fragrance. If you don't know, Mirto di Panarea is my first niche fragrance actually, and I love it for that, but I also love the scent. It's a very unisex, leaning masculine fragrance with the prominent note of myrtle. It's not like for everybody, but I absolutely love the scent. It has a spice to it. It's very refreshing in the summer. It's beautiful. I'm a fan of like Acqua di Parma and the Blue Mediterranean line in general. I also have like a buying guide on that line. Check the description box for that video. It's one of my actually most popular videos, surprisingly. Last is another Acqua di Parma, but it's not like a full bottle. I got a miniature of Gelsomino Nobile. If I tell you that I am looking for this fragrance now for almost 3 years, I'm not kidding you. This is one of the most difficult fragrances to get, and I was actually about to get a full bottle, and then I saw that someone was posting like this small miniature, and I said, okay, maybe I should go for the miniature, and if I like it, I will get the full bottle if it's not already sold. If it's sold, then I don't know, I thought, and it would be like a sign that this fragrance should not be added to my collection. So I got this little miniature, which costed actually a lot for a miniature, but I am happy that I invested in this one and not in a full bottle, because I know why this fragrance is discontinued. Let me put a little bit on my hand here. It's very difficult to open. No. It's not like I say that it's a bad fragrance. No, not at all. It's not a bad fragrance, but it's very vintage-like. A very fresh jasmine fragrance. It has a little bit of a citrusy touch. I guess there would be maybe orange or blood orange, something like that. I also smell a little bit of orange blossom, but the whole composition, although it doesn't seem like it from the notes, is quite vintagey like. No, I wouldn't say vintage. It's more old school. So it's not a modern jasmine. So I see that this is a cult favorite for a lot of people if you are into this type of jasmine fragrances. And I know why they discontinued both of Gelsomino Nobile and Iris Nobile, which I have, because both of them have this vintagey old school vibe to them. So now I am happy that I didn't like buy the full bottle, which the person was selling for almost like double the price, and I got instead like the little miniature to test it, and that means that I finally can do my review on the line, the Nobile line from Acqua di Parma. I most probably will do that video like coming spring, because the line is dedicated to like floral notes, so I think spring will be more suitable for that. And with that, I finished my haul. I can't shake the feeling that I forgot about something or some fragrances to include. I don't know. Hi, Noura from another day. Yes, I did in fact forget about the fragrance, and it is none other than Tubéreuses Castane from Maison Lancome. I think I forgot to include this one because it was, as you can see, in the box, and it was with another haul that I am going to film very soon. Anyway, here it is. Beautiful bottle as usual, blind buy, and it's not a bad fragrance. Don't get me wrong, and I actually like it, but I don't think that it's going to remain in my collection. Not because, as I said, it's a bad fragrance, but because Tubéreuses, you know, yeah, I'm not a fan of Tubéreuses, unfortunately, but the fragrance is actually quite nice. If you love Tubéreuses, you may like this fragrance. And this one and Lavande Trianon, the other one, that another discontinued fragrance from Maison Lancome, both were very, very hard to find. I still didn't find Lavande Trianon. I know, I envy you. Back in Canada and the US, you have a few websites where you can find these discontinued fragrances from Maison Lancome. Unfortunately, here I have to go for secondhand or like Facebook groups to find it. And I did find a bottle actually of Lavande Trianon, but it was so seeked out. In a matter of seconds, it was already gone. I'm still on the hunt. Although generally speaking, all the discontinued fragrances from Maison Lancome did not work out for me, except of Roses Berberanza. But I don't know why I'm so intrigued about this fragrance. I want to smell it. And I also love this line, especially the old line, like the new... I mean, the new offerings are very disappointing, very mass-pleasing scents. And I also realized that I didn't include this fragrance in my declutter video. Yes, I did another declutter. I filmed that video, but I don't know when I will upload it, so stay tuned for that. And honestly, I wouldn't have decluttered it, not yet, but I think I will. I don't know. Anyway, Tubéreuses Castane is the last fragrance on this haul. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. And tell me in the comments down below if you have any like discontinued limited edition fragrance that in your opinion is worth to check. Please tell me in the comments down below. Now that I have these fragrances, I'm really curious about like more discontinued fragrances. And by the way, I actually am planning on doing like a video on discontinued fragrances. Not like showing you my discontinued fragrances that I have in my collection, which are actually a lot. I discovered that I have, not even like excluding also the ones that I have now, I have a lot of discontinued fragrances. I don't know how and when that happened, but I have a lot. And but I will talk about why like brands discontinue a fragrance, and it's more of informative. Maybe I will also include my like discontinued collection, so it will be more fun. Anyway, stay tuned for that video. It will come very, very soon. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.